Namaskar. My name is Mrinal Talukdar, and once again, I am bringing you one more news story, which is generally not touched by the legacy media or the conventional media. This is about a startup firm, which is this time won NASSCOM's Artificial Intelligence Game Changer Award in the whole India. It's quite big. Yes, this kind of news should have been in the newspapers and television channel, but as you know, we are much more concerned about something very trivial, more TRP-driven news. That's why I have personally picked up this news to tell you how big is that. Basically, we're talking about a farm called Gotisheel Technology. Yes, Gotisheel. In Assam, it is basically about movement, and they have recently been selected for NASSCOM's Artificial Intelligence Innovator Award. With me, Jyoti Barman is with me. Jyoti Barman is one of the co-founder of Gotisheel Technology. We will discuss at length about what they have done, that they have surpassed and beaten so many other big firms to be selected amongst the one of the three. First of all, congratulations, Pranab. You are going to Bangalore, I believe, on 24th of July to receive the award.
Yes. It's like I would like to thank you for calling me on your this particular event so that we can showcase our farm to the world. And we have done some very tough job from last 4 years, which has helped us to get this award. Thank you.
In Assam, we are basically still in a very nasty. Our entire industry, hardly any industries. All our startups are mostly in agro-based or tourism, and here are something in computers. Not only computers, in artificial intelligence, and not only artificial intelligence, it has come to at the level they have, in fact, defeated a lot of competition, and this is exactly where they are doing it. What exactly you have invented or what you have done, what is your project, because of what you have got this award, and what are the level of competition. Pranab, you plus let us explain one by one so that we can also understand the gravity of the whole thing. And the side by side, I will be playing a video which has been given to me by Gotisheel Technology about the exact program. Basically, if I am not wrong, uh, Pranab, it is about the NRL's terminal movement, which because of that you are getting the award, Pranab.
Yeah, right. So it is for NRL, as well as we have done one similar project in Coal India. So we have showcased both the solution during the event, which has got us this award.
What is this solution? What is this Gotisheel movement? That I believe is something to do with the transportation terminal. What I understand that using the artificial intelligence, my own layman's language, you have used artificial intelligence so that the terminals, trucks are parked and loaded in a very orderly manner, so that nobody can wait, no wastage of time. Am I right on that?
True. So actually, thing is that this is one of the most ignored spaces in the technology from the very long time. This traditional movement of trucks into the terminal was mostly done by the manual processes from the very long time, and there are a lot of solutions that were available for people entry, like this biometric card and all. But for this vehicle, it was not there from the very long time. So that is
Okay.
where initially we got one project from Hindustan Petroleum in Bangalore in their LPG import facility. So where also they are facing the similar problem. In that facility daily around 1,000 tankers comes, and as you know, these facilities are located mainly in the highway. And if you have to check that 1,000 vehicle document each one by one, then you can imagine how much traffic it can create in the highway. So it is started with that. And initially, what we did there, we went there, we spent quite a long time of them, understanding what problem they have got. Then we identified what would be the possible solution to solve this problem. And there actually we integrated their entire truck, as well as their transporter,
That
driver,
was
all the entities.
that was where in Bangalore,
Yeah, that is in Mangalore, in the LPG import facility. Hindustan
in the
Petroleum
Bangalore
LPG.
refinery.
Yeah. So not exactly refinery. It is basically a LPG import facility where the LPG is being imported from the different countries, and from that terminal, it is being transported all over India. So it is
Okay.
Asia's largest LPG import facility, where HPCL has multiple setup over in the same park. And so once we successfully completed that project, So actually, we shared some of the videos to the NRL team, and then NRL team actually was looking for similar kind of a solution from very long time, and then they visited that particular facility in Mangalore along with three of their senior officials, and once they visited the facility, they actually liked the entire solution, which was well appreciated by HPCL also. Then they invited us to NRL, this marketing terminal. There we went there and we studied the problem. So earlier there, the entire in front of terminal, you can see the trucks were being parked in the main highway, and in the terminal these trucks will be there for 3-4 days. They will be 3-4 days without sitting in the terminal, without getting any Indian. They will be cooking inside the terminal, which was quite risky as a part of this, like oil and gas, whatever the safety policy is there, right? And they already had that night parking available from the very long time, but due to the limitations of the technology, it was not being used. So that's where what we did is that, so whatever tankers initially come to the NRL, so they were being directed to the night parking. So irrespective of the vehicles which are coming for loading or unloading operation, every vehicle has to go to the night parking. And from night parking, as soon as the vehicle enters, we pick up the number and we send that number to their SAP, which is a ERP application. So in the SAP, all of their truck data, all of their customer data, what kind of product it is coming to get, so everything is being stored. So as soon as the SAP replies that this vehicle has come for this set of products, and which means, as you know, like in the vehicle, the petrol and the diesel, there are like multiple chambers are there. So in a single truck, it can be 3 chambers, 4 chambers. So one chamber, it can be like 4,000 kiloliter petrol. Second, it can be a diesel. So like that it comes. So as soon as we identify the vehicle, we actually check in the terminal whether there is a sufficient slots available or not. And based on the capacity, we schedule the vehicle. And from there, we send the vehicles one by one to the terminal. And in the terminal, if any truck is coming from the outside without the night parking, they will not be denied entry. So, so that has simplified the process. And now, as you can, if you go there, you will feel the entire terminal empty, and only the trucks which are gone for the loading, only they are available. So that is the first.
That means from scheduling to the safety measures, I could see it in the visual. In fact, you could see your identities, your helmet, safety measures, scheduling. Everything is done by artificial intelligence, not by any human face.
True. So that was actually the first step was the truck. The second comes the driver and the helper. So driver and the helper also, if somebody wants to drive a vehicle in the oil and gas industry, they should have the police verification, right? So all the drivers that are registered are done through that complete mandatory check, and those details are stored in our database. And apart from that, they also have to do some kind of safety training. So without safety training, they will not be allowed inside. So as soon as the driver comes, we check their face whether he is the same driver for the vehicle, and also we check his safety training is valid or not. And along with them, we also check whether the mandatory PPE like safety shoe, safety helmet has been worn by him or not. So, yeah.
My question is that, so once it is popularized in NRL and you have the Mangalore thing, so then you have decided to apply for this NASSCOM AI Game-Changing Award. Am I right?
Right. So
how big was the competition?
So competition was kind of very big. As you can see in their website, so they will open for participation in the month of December. So they will accept application till February. So after that, they will actually shortlist based on the presentation and based on the impact that we make. And after that, they will shortlist around 11 to 12, companies. So we actually participated in the energy and utilities domain. Since we are mostly working in oil and gas, mining, etc., so our domain was energy and utilities. And from there, actually, we had a virtual presentation in the month of April, and there actually we showcased the entire solution, including the video also there. So, and then they also, the one of the very important criteria of the award is that the solution has to be in the production stage. So if you are doing something on the pilot, so that is something they don't accept it. So your solution has to be in the production phase. It has to be running in at least 2-3 locations. So that is one of the main primary criteria for that.
So now considering you are more into that parking and transportation and scheduling, all these things, there are endless possibilities of using it in every kind of truck movement, from energy sector to the agriculture, or in fact in petroleum, in and security, in any kind of truck movement where you have mass amount of truck movement. Your Gotisheel technology has that expertise based on AI. Am I right? And you probably are knocking at a very big door in the whole very big market in the whole India.
Yes, I think you are absolutely right. So this is one of the most organized and the growing sector in India as of today. As you can see, there are a lot of
You see,
logistic companies.
from logistic manner, from Sabzi Mandi,
Yes,
right, from Sabzi Mandi to FCI Godowns to
yes.
the all the big car manufacturers, the stock management, logistic, anything with logistic management, this particular solution should have a serious positive repercussions.
True. Very, very serious. In fact, currently I'm in Odisha and I have been, traveling here in a lot of power companies. As you know, like Odisha is full of coal. So I visited NTPC, I visited Hindalco, I visited Aditya Birla. So everyone has the same set of problem because since they are a steel or a aluminum company, they do have a captive plant. So in the captive plant, as you know, the coal goes inside, and once the coal is burned, the ash is generated. So there are a lot of vehicles which are going inside and coming out. So there are huge, lot of opportunities for us. And apart from that, this is not the only one area that we are focusing. The other key areas that we focus are safety and the security part, because we are basically a video analytics company. So by video analytics, what I mean, so we use computer vision, to identify the face, to identify the number plate, to identify any objects. Like for example, if you have a CCTV camera installed in a room, so using our technology, you can tell that how many people are sitting on the room, and how many people are wearing what kind of color T-shirt, or how many people are wearing helmet, how many people are speaking on the phone in that room. So we can actually do that kind of analytics part. So that is
Before I
that.
move into before I enter more into the future of your technology and how big the market, how you have protected yourself, or how big is the competition, all this question will come. But before that, you please tell, you are a co-founder. That means that another co-founders are also there. Tell something about you and your co-founders and the behind the scenes story of Gotisheel Technology and your own background.
Okay, so in Gotisheel, there are two co-founders. One is myself, and I am Pranab Barman, and the another co-founder is Goranka Medhi. So, like both of us worked in IT industry almost for 15 to 20 years, because I worked in 15 years, and after that I started this venture. So I actually studied in Sainik School Gwalpara. Then after that I completed my graduation and post-graduation from Assam itself. Then I started my IT career. But always I had a mind that, I would do something, of my own, basically in Assam itself, to start with Assam, so that I can help and, bring technology to the remote corners, so the remote corners of the Assam situated. So
What
that's
about your
how.
partner? Is he also has a long experience in IT?
Yeah, so he is in fact more experienced than me. So he is an NIT graduate from Suratkal, computer science. So he worked for more than 10 years in HP. So he is basically in the software architecture background, and myself, I am basically an like data center architecture background. And my last company was Cognizant Technologies, and I have spent almost 4 years outside India, starting with Europe and US. And in 2017, actually, I came back to Assam, and then resigned from my company, and I started this venture.
You are operating out of Guwahati or somewhere else?
See, we do have offices in Bangalore and Guwahati. Initially, we started in Bangalore, but since we are focusing more into oil and gas initially, so we are concentrating more on Assam. But now we are concentrating also similarly more in Odisha sector, because Odisha, as you know, this particular belt is full of mining and a lot of industries here. So slowly, we are going one by one. As you know, in startup environment, it is very complex. Even if you get lot of funding, lot of money, it is difficult to scale for this kind of scenarios, because you will be implementing, you will be changing, you will be learning. So it takes a lot of time actually. So only money, cannot help you to grow faster. That's what we feel.
In terms of physical size, how big is the company is in terms of the employees as well as the turnover? If I
So
can
as
ask
of
about
now,
turnover.
okay, so as of now, we are just an 20 member team. So we work out of our development team works out of Guwahati and Bangalore, and we have people located in our client places like NRL, BCPL, and then Orissa, then IOCL. And turnover, like last year we did around 1.2 CR, but typically like the Coal India project that we have done it in the OPEX model. So the OPEX model, as you know, it is a monthly billing system. So we already completed the project in March itself, but the billing will come in next 1 year. So that's where our revenue is a little bit
No,
reduced,
it's
but
not. In fact, I am withdrawing the question that your turnover is not more important, but the fact that I can see and visualize the impact is so big because you are talking about a logistic management or AI. So I can
yeah.
see from Duliajan to, in fact, you have so many mineralogy sectors in Assam. So everywhere there are from bottling plants to Numaligarh to the Digboy, to Nunmati, everywhere. Now come to the about what is now the future? Or
See,
before that,
yeah.
yeah, what is the future?
See, future is going to be a fully automated using AI, because as
Yes.
I told you initially, in NRL initially it was completely manual. The As you know, the job of the CSF is mainly security and frisking. I think you agree with that, right?
Yes.
But then,
Yeah.
but then,
Their
but
job is not to manage a terminal. They are only to provide security.
true. But earlier they were mainly doing lot of manual work also. They have to do lot of entry, which vehicle is coming, which is going there. They have to check all those things, right? But that was not their core job, right? So with security, what we can do, this kind of manual work, right? Which we can actually automate it. So that way, what will happen? So whatever the compliance is there from the oil and gas industry. So as you know, right? So as soon as one tanker is filled, right? So they have to immediately start from the terminal, and they cannot unnecessarily stop anywhere in the road. As you know, they are carrying lot of hazardous items. So there is a strict law that even the IOCL, SPCL, keep tracking their vehicles. So earlier, what was happening? They will fill the tank petrol, and they will be sitting on the terminal. So now they no longer sit in the terminal. They have to immediately go out, and that way actually it is helping them.
Oh, I can visualize because once you have entire thing you have done in such a nice way, so there will be no what do you call it? No, not much of traffic problem, not much of parking problem. There will be a total a synchronized way of going out and going in. That I can understand.
Hmm.
In Assam or in anywhere in the country, do you have any competition in this regard?
See, we do not have a direct competitor. Like for example, some companies are doing in bits and bytes, and as you know, the major companies like Honeywell and some of the other security companies, they actually do not customize it. So they will have some sort of solution, but for a bigger customer also, they are not interested in customizing. So whatever solution they have, you have to take it as it is. But for this kind of solution without customization, this is not going to work. Because as I have told you, there we have integrated our solution with their SAP. We have integrated our solution with their terminal systems. So without these integrated systems, so you cannot make a system automated, because somewhere or the other you will have to have some manual entry, right? So that is where these bigger companies are having issues, because they will be sitting there, we will not do the customization, we have our own solution, you have to go with that. And the ideal scenario, as you know, it is not like that, because NRA will have different vendors, right? And they cannot take a solution from a single vendor. So that is where I could see that this has a very huge potential in India. And our USP is that we work whatever customer wants. So for us, customer is the first policy.
Of course, that's what the main That is a motto of every business. That should be the motto.
Yeah.
Now, coming to the award part, 2 or 3 nights from now, the award night is there. How excited you are, and I think you all are alone are going, or your co-founder is also going there.
Yeah, actually, my co-founder, he works out of both Guwahati and Bangalore. In fact, now he is in Bangalore itself, so he will be attending for sure. But for me, it might be difficult because I'm here in Odisha now with Coal India. So yesterday and day before yesterday, we had some inspection. So they are expanding our solution to almost 3-4 other locations. So for that, from the other sites, people came and they liked the place. And on 28th of July, again there is a event of Coal India in Kolkata. So where this MCL Mahanadi Coal, which is a subsidiary of Coal India, has actually selected us to participate in on behalf of them in the event. So for me, I think I will miss the event because.
But you are not going to miss it. If your one partner is going to receive the award,
Definitely,
another partner is going to Calcutta to again present the whole thing to a bigger cause. So it is basically a double celebration time for you for that 28th of July night.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Pranab, Jyoti, and God bless you, both you and your co-founder. And definitely, we will love to see you. Just like and all those IT related stories which I have heard and come out with all kind of stories like coming from somebody's personal laptop, somebody's personal garage. This is going to be a big, I'm sure, because recently I interviewed my old friend Rubo, and who had developed AI with a rock set and sold the entire thing and 110 million to OpenAI. So I believe you will be next one.
Yeah, I have seen that interview with you with him, and it was really good. And I could see that in coming years, a lot of people from Assam will be there in the global map.
That's what I want. That's the real inspiration for all of us. You are there. Anyway, he had an advantage of being staying all over in US and develop it. Now you are here from the back home, Guwahati and Bangalore, guys. Now almost slowly taking over the entire energy sector of Assam, and hopefully Eastern India, and sometime probably the whole of India. That's what we will aspire. From 20, let us hope in 2,000 employees in about 5 years' time. It will be too high.
Definitely. Actually, we are looking forward with that. We have a big dream, and we will try to do that.
Thank you very much, Pranab. Thank you very much.
Thank you.